In every moment of our lives, we are faced with choices. Some choices, though seemingly insignificant, can have profound effects on our lives. The fear of making the wrong choice can be paralyzing, but the hope of making the right one can be liberating. Indeed, the concept of choices is not to be taken lightly. They are the crossroads that shape our future, the forks in the road that guide us towards our destiny. Yet these choices are not made in a vacuum. They are influenced, swayed, and sometimes coerced by various spirits or influences. Consider the words of philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre, who said, "We are our choices." His words resonate with the understanding that our choices, even the smallest ones, are reflections of who we are and who we aspire to be. But let's also look at the wisdom of ancient thinkers. Stoic philosopher Epictetus proclaimed, "We are not disturbed by things, but by the views we take of them." A reminder that the spirit in which we make our choices, the lens through which we view our options, has a tremendous impact on our decisions and ultimately our lives. And it isn't just philosophers who have contemplated the power of choice. Scientists, psychologists, and spiritual leaders alike have all acknowledged, in their own ways, that our choices and the spirits that guide them are crucial. As we navigate through life, it's not just about making choices. It's about understanding the influences that guide these choices. It's about acknowledging the spirits of fear and hope, greed and generosity, love and hate, that whisper in our ear as we stand at life's crossroads. So, as we step into the labyrinth of life, armed with the power of choice, it's worth reflecting. When we are faced with a decision, big or small, we must ask ourselves, which spirit are we in when we make our choices? Let's explore the spirit of fear first. The fear of failure, of rejection, of being wrong. It's a spirit that can hold us captive and limit our potential. Fear, in its most primal form, is a survival instinct. It's a response to perceived danger, a mechanism designed to keep us safe. However, when fear extends beyond the immediate and tangible, morphing into a pervasive, stifling force, it can drastically influence our choices. Psychologist Dr. Susan Jeffers, in her seminal book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, suggests that fear can be so potent it can paralyze us into inaction. Fear of failure, for instance, can dissuade us from venturing into new territories, from exploring uncharted waters, from pushing the boundaries of our comfort zones. Fear of rejection can make us conform to societal norms and expectations, smothering our authentic selves in the process. Fear of being wrong can deter us from voicing our opinions, from standing up for what we believe in, from challenging the status quo. Now, consider the story of Ava, an aspiring musician. She had a deep-seated fear of rejection, a fear that her music wouldn't be good enough, that it wouldn't resonate with others. This fear kept her from sharing her talent with the world, from pursuing her passion. Ava's story is not unique. It echoes the experiences of countless individuals, all held hostage by the spirit of fear, all limited in their choices due to its formidable influence. But let's not forget, fear can also be a catalyst, a driving force. It can push us to prepare, to strive, to overcome. It can spur us to conquer our anxieties, to face our insecurities, to challenge our limitations. This paradoxical nature of fear is beautifully captured in a quote by American author Mark Twain. "Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear." The spirit of fear can be powerful, but it's not the only spirit that influences our choices. Imagine if instead of fear, we allowed the spirit of hope to guide our choices. The hope of success, of acceptance, of being right. It's a spirit that can liberate us and unlock our potential. Now let's delve into the essence of hope. Hope. It's a powerful word, isn't it? It's a beacon in the storm, a light at the end of a tunnel. It's the belief that things can and will get better. In the words of the great Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., we must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Indeed, hope is a spirit that can shift our perspective, transforming obstacles into opportunities and failures into learning experiences. It allows us to see beyond the present moment, to envision a future where our dreams are realized, our goals achieved. Consider the story of Thomas Edison. He failed 1,000 times before he successfully invented the light bulb. But he was not deterred. He was not defeated. Why? Because he held on to hope. He believed in his vision, in his potential, and look where that led him. Now imagine what we could accomplish if we allowed this spirit of hope to guide our choices. If we chose to see setbacks as stepping stones, to see challenges as chances for growth, if we chose to believe in our own potential, in our own worth. But hope is not just about personal growth, it's about our collective future. As Anne Frank wrote in her diary, where there's hope, there's life. It fills us with fresh courage and makes us strong again. Hope inspires us to strive for a better world, to fight for justice, to stand up for what is right. In fact, hope has been the driving force behind some of the greatest movements in history. From the civil rights movement to the fight for gender equality, hope has empowered individuals to challenge the status quo, to demand change, to make a difference. The spirit of hope can be a powerful guide, but how do we allow it to influence our choices? Navigating life's choices isn't about eliminating fear, but about acknowledging it and choosing to act from a place of hope instead. In the vast cosmos of life, we often find ourselves at crossroads, grappling with the fear of the unknown and the hope for a better future. But how do we manage this fear? And how can we foster hope in our hearts? Let's delve into the wisdom of renowned self-help books and the findings of psychological studies. The author Susan Jeffers, in her groundbreaking work, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, posits that fear is a natural part of life, and the key to overcoming it is to acknowledge it, face it head-on, and then move forward. Now you might be wondering, how do we foster hope amidst this fear? The answer lies in our mindset. Carol Dweck, a psychologist and author of Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, promotes the idea of a growth mindset, the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed with time and effort. This mindset fuels hope, as it opens our minds to the possibility of growth, change, and improvement. But fostering hope isn't just about mindset, it's also about action. As the saying goes, hope is not a strategy, so let's turn to the science. According to a study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology, setting specific, achievable goals and taking small, consistent steps towards them fosters hope and buffers against fear. These strategies can be our compass, guiding us through the labyrinth of life's choices. They won't eliminate fear. That's not the goal. Instead, they'll help us acknowledge our fear and choose to act from a place of hope. Remember, every choice we make shapes our journey. And while fear is a natural companion on this journey, we have the power to choose our dominant spirit. By choosing the spirit of hope, we're not just choosing optimism over fear. We're choosing resilience over surrender, growth over stagnation, and potential over limitation. By choosing the spirit of hope, we are choosing a path of growth and potential. Life is a series of choices, and the spirit in which we make those choices can shape our lives in profound ways. The journey we've embarked upon today has taken us through the labyrinth of life's choices, each pathway illuminated by either the spirit of fear or the spirit of hope. To recap, we've delved into the spirit of fear, a force that can paralyze and hinder us from reaching our full potential. We've discovered that fear, while a natural response to uncertainty, often leads us down a path of regret and missed opportunities. It's a spirit that clouds judgment and obscures the beauty of possibility. Yet we've also explored the spirit of hope, a beacon that guides us towards growth and fulfillment. Hope empowers us to face challenges head-on, to embrace the unknown, and to forge our own paths. It's a spirit that sparks courage and fuels our desire to strive for more. We've navigated through the complexities of these choices, understanding that each decision we make is influenced by either fear or hope. But the true revelation, the underlying message, is that the choice is always ours to make. We hold the power to choose the spirit in which we make our decisions. The spirit of fear may seem enticing, promising safety and comfort, but it's a false promise. It keeps us stagnant, locked in a cycle of what-ifs and if-onlys. On the other hand, choosing the spirit of hope propels us forward. It opens doors to new adventures, opportunities, and experiences. It's a choice that leads to a life lived fully, rich with purpose and fulfillment. So as you journey on, remember this: every choice you make is an opportunity to choose hope over fear. It's an opportunity to step out of your comfort zone, to embrace the challenges life throws your way, and to grow into the best version of yourself. Remember, the choice is always yours. Choose wisely, choose hope. If you found value in this video, we appreciate your support through subscribing and liking. Continue your journey with us.